Hello, I'm Andreas. Welcome again to our Giana Sisters Twisted Dreams live show. When you followed us on our launch live stream, you probably saw how excited we were about our launch of the game. Now, a few days later, we have to tell, we will tell you a little bit, not we have to tell, we will tell you a little bit about how the launch went, what issues came up, and we will of course answer again your questions. I'm totally amazed how everything went well and how few issues we had with the launch. If taken into account the tight schedule we had, it was the most tight schedule ever for any game that I experienced. It was really amazing. Now, yeah, let's switch to Vladimir and Emily, who will lead you through the show this time.
Hi. So Vladimir is going to tell you a little bit about the progress that we've had this week and the upcoming. But first, we'd like to mention that this is our last official show as Giana Sisters Live Show. From now on, we'll be switching our days to Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central European Time, so 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And it'll be just the BFG Live Show from now on. But of course, we'll be still focusing on Giana Sisters. But we're trying to integrate everything, move from just Giana, Project Giana stuff to official Black Forest Games stuff. So.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice hockey jersey.
Oh, thank you. It's a Belarusian, just so you know.
Oh yeah, it's a country I came from. So hi guys, totally amazed. The lunch night, I think all of us stayed the whole night long.
Mm-hmm.
We experienced what is to be a global publisher. It means answering your request 24/7. I'm sorry for all the people who experienced any issues on the launch. We are trying to proactively respond and react on them. We forgot to include the redistributables in the Steam version, but we fixed it in no time, I guess. And all your input was incorporated into our database, and we were working the whole week on the patch that will be released early next week, preferably on Monday. We have a good candidate so far. And the issues it will be addressing, gameplay, technical issues, just general polishing on many levels. Maybe a quick breakdown of what to expect with it, right? So, on the technical issues, some people were claiming that cannot pick any resolution but 480 by 640, which was awkward to begin with. And we figured out that's something to do with the refresh rate. We fixed it in the launcher, so with the next version, it should be gone. There was lots of alt-tabbing problems. If you do aggressive alt-tabbing, something can go wayward. But it's fixed now. So with the patch which is coming next week. So on the gameplay side, our level designers went again through the levels, they heard your feedback, they heard your screams, and they mercifully distributed more checkpoints everywhere. And they removed the most annoying enemies out of the way to enable even smoother playthroughs. On top of it, the ones who got to the dragon, we asked him to be a bit nicer with our players, so it's not nerfed, but it became more fair in many ways. There are certain patterns that he's not using when it's a clear lose for the player. There is a special shield given at one phase, and now the evil beam goes always away from Giana, and lots of minor tweaks here and there, like lava draining time is reduced, or fireballs cannot hurt you when you're outside the screen, because some people were using the space above the dragon's head for like uber professional twirling outside the camera first room just to appear on the other side, but before you could have hit by invisible fireball, now it's gone. And we improved even small things like minor tweaks on the dash sensitivity, how the dash distance works and how the snapping works. So there used to be unfair kills by the not enough keeping the momentum of the dash but not being in the dash mode per se. It's fixed, it's now gone. The turtle, I think, lost its snapping feature, but now it's back, so now you can do all sorts of twisty chain kills of turtles. Many other features here and there. Launcher was greatly improved, some controller issues were fixed. We even got some controllers that the people were reporting as not working. We got them, tried them, most of them do work, but we still were able to eliminate a couple of minor glitches here and there. And the most importantly, the performance should be greatly improved. So our tech team spent the whole week going through all code and making everything like faster on many levels. Because in the rush of the release, we have to be faster and effective. So we went for safe but slow solutions, and now there was time for us to look and properly address the thing. So all of these changes will be in a patch that will be automatically available for the Steam users, and on other platforms we will look how to make patch as small as possible and as easy for you to acquire. And there will be, of course, a mail for the backers where to download the patch for the DRM free version to the bones. There was a question about Steam, all the goodies, if they're available in the Steam version. To be honest, we were surprised that so many people went for the Steam keys and not for the direct link to download. So it was a nice idea after all, and thanks Valve for giving us all these keys. But we never included this functionality in the Steam version. It was never planned. It was exclusive for the Kickstarter backers to have the unlockable costumes and the picture, customizable picture. So it is not available and won't be available in Steam version. Sorry guys. There was lots of claims about soundtrack. Yes, soundtrack was shuffled in last minute when we realized that there is no way we can deliver art book on time, and all the physical goodies will be postponed. Just as a token of gratitude for our Kickstarter backers, we decided to give them at least something, and that was a soundtrack. So we were in a bit of rush, so it came out crumbled. But Chris Hulsbeck is currently working on the nice version of the soundtrack with a proper fade outs, with the tags, with a nice FLAC version. So from Chris Hulsbeck himself, there will be new edition, we will upload it and send around the mail about it. One interesting issue that we fixed. Now we have an Easter egg in the game. It used to be there from the very beginning, but there was a group of people who were putting it into the games in the secret from the rest of the team to make a surprise, while there was another group which was separately fixing the issue and exploit that enables for the Easter egg. So, and they met at some point. So the people who were fixing exploit that enables you getting to the Easter egg, they were done, and at the same time the Easter egg team was done. But now it's unfixed. So in the final boss level, you can try and search for the Easter egg. So just posted the screenshot of it on our forum, I would say.
Yeah, that'd be exciting.
And what's coming next? We're working on a surprise gift edition. There is a holiday coming in next week. Is it official holiday in some countries?
I don't think it's an official holiday. It's not like stores close and things like that, but it's.
But anyways, we're in a holiday mood, and we want to give you another token, another gift next week on Monday. Just follow our updates. That would be a surprise version. Yeah. And we're mastering as more builds for different distribution platforms, of course, the whole week. So it's not only Good Old Games, Gamersgate and Steam, but it will be available pretty much everywhere in all your local digital download stores. These are the news.
So now we're gonna have Schmitty slide on over here for more questions, even though I think Vladimir knocked a few off your
Sorry.
list though.
I needed something to talk about, and that's the area I do know. There should be plenty of questions, yes. So everything is taken in consideration, thanks to the great feedback, and I was happy to see that the version wasn't utterly broken. It was basically working for most of the people, but thanks for reporting small bugs.
Okay, so now you're gonna leave. No, you just leave, and Schmitty's gonna come over here. Get out of here.
Yeah, off I go.
Off you go.
Hello everyone. So yeah, after our Belarusian friend has knocked down half of my list, let's see what we're going to have left here.
That's okay.
So this is a little questioning, from the FAQ, I guess.
We basically put together an FAQ sheet. Misha did anyway from our community management team. So all the most common questions and concerns you guys have been sending to Misha, Patrick, and I, who control the backers at bfgames.biz account. We just put them on a list so we can sum all of them up right here for anybody who's watching and answer all the most common issues and questions that have been coming in lately.
So yeah, Storm is number 1. I can still find on this list. So missing information, no key. So we've sent the information again after a few corrections to the information. If you still haven't received your link within the next few hours, please email us at backers@bfgames.biz so that we can uncover.
Yeah,
any
we
problems.
won't. We don't know if you don't have your missing link or key or anything unless you send it to us. And it's much easier if you send us an email directly to backers@bfgames.biz rather than on the Kickstarter comments or Facebook or things like that, because that way we have your email address that you likely signed up or backed the project with. So you'll be in our giant master spreadsheet and we can find you and just send you your link, because we want you to have the copy of the game. So if you email us as soon as everybody's talking about playing the game and you don't have the game, please let us know so we can just send it right to you.
We're gonna fix this. So, look at the next problem. I have problems with my Steam GOG Gamersgate key. Store claims it's not valid. So, actually, we provide game support, but in the first direction you have to look at Steam, Gamersgate, and GOG, and ask them if something is wrong. So, for the whole distribution part, they are responsible. So, ask them first. If they say everything is valid as it is, then come to us.
Yeah, it's sometimes you accidentally get a duplicate key, or we send out the same key that we've sent to somebody else because the list, we forgot to update the list or something, and we have lots from Valve, so we'll just send you a new one if everything's cool on the Valve side of things. So.
Okay, let's see. Activating the digital goodies thing that has Vladimir wonderfully ripped off my list.
You stole it from you.
Yeah. So, we had some antivirus deletion issues with Kaspersky and Norton antivirus software. We are aware of the problem. We're in touch right now with Kaspersky and Norton to get this little problem knocked off our list. I would just recommend for the installation of the game to deactivate your antivirus software, install the game, finish everything up with that, and then reactivate it afterwards. Then everything should work again. That's at least what I was told.
Yeah, I think Norton got back to us, but Kaspersky hasn't yet.
Ah, okay. So Norton is
taken care of, I believe, but Kaspersky not.
Oh, that's cool.
Not yet.
Okay. First thing is cool. The second thing is uncool. Let's
Yeah.
wait for a response from them.
Okay.
The missing rewards. What do we have here?
Oh, that's the for the physical rewards. So we prepare all the physical rewards at the exact same time, so that we send out everything all at once. So we haven't sent them out yet. Right now we're preparing all the physical rewards. So you should expect them. I think the estimation was the end of November. I think was the estimation. But we will let everybody know when we've sent everything out, because we want everything to go out at the exact same time. So this includes anything from your Kickstarter backer reward package that wasn't a digital download of some kind. So they are on their way. They haven't missed you or anything.
So, controller issues. So, if your controller is X input capable, it should work actually. If it's still not working, we would just recommend to update your drivers. In any other case, just please specify what controller you're using. Send us the data so that we can figure out why it's not working with the controller, and then we try to fix this issue. So just send us to our web address, just the information about your controller, and we'll try to look into the issue. Okay. Gift versions again. So we have this twice on this list, I think. That was knocked down. Mac version. Yeah, that's a good one. Still not planned to do this. We're looking into the issue. Someone told us we could use Bootcamp software, right?
Bootcamp or Parallels Desktop,
but those solutions are quite expensive, so we can't actually afford that software.
Yeah. So people have been using Wine, which is popular for Linux users, but apparently there's a Mac version as well that you can use in the meantime while we sort out our Mac support issue.
Indeed.
In the meantime, that's been really helpful in the past for Linux users and Mac users. There's a couple discussions going on in our forums right now about it, but this is a really huge desire for our backers to have a Mac version, so we duly noted. We're working on it.
So, let me see. There's a couple of extra questions on this list. Will the soundtrack be available for download? For backers only. They will have backers that back a sufficient tier will receive the full soundtrack as a downloadable version for at home. For everyone else, there are 2 tracks actually on. Was it GOG or Gamersgate? I think it was on GOG.
I think it was GOG.
Yeah, on GOG we have released 2 tracks. We can download it directly from there. So anything else? So
Don't mention the secret one. Don't mention the secret. But they want to know if we can have additional costumes.
So yeah, second question here on this. Hassis, light.
What happened? Oh. Should I turn this one on too?
No. I think it will screw around with the camera. Just wait for it to get back. Yes, light. Okay, wonderful. We summoned light. It's awesome. You should try it at home too, from time to time. We're so efficient in this, right? Okay, let's see what we have here. So the second question of the additional questions is, can we expect any DLC soon? Like, for example, additional costumes on Steam. So the costume question pretty much was answered by Vladimir. No, for now. So you won't get any of the additional questions from the backers. They are backers only. But there will be the possibility to include new costumes sooner or later. We could release them on Steam. So the possibility is there. We try to figure things out if we have the manpower and if we can cover the cost for that. And general DLCs, yes, we want to do more levels for the game. We will provide more levels for the game. And if I'm not mistaken, the first DLC, if we release one, will be for free.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
And that's the same question.
Yeah, and the sufficient backer level, if he was a backer, every DLC for lifetime is for free.
And then
So,
you can mention some people.
I guess you know these people better than me. So.
Okay, yeah, make some shout outs to some lovely people. Chris Gardner, who does Morbid Play, has been playing our game and posting episodes on our Facebook page, who then I have been spreading to Twitter. So thank you, Chris Gardner, for all this lovely coverage. And
thanks a lot.
Barbarian_bros on Kickstarter. Thank you so much for answering all the questions you've been answering and doing all of the support. And it's really, really awesome when the community helps each other out to figure out problems. And this guy's been pretty much acting like he's a paid member of our PR team, like solving problems and making suggestions. So thank you so much. Again, it helps out a lot. And I see we have a handful of questions over there.
Yeah, but this is for after what we're doing.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay, good. So also people who've just sent in questions in the live chat, you keep them coming and keep asking questions. But for now,
It's a pile if I look into this direction.
I know. I'm really excited about it. So play the level really quickly. We're gonna do a live play of the earlier on Facebook. And yes, that was me, by the way, who asked everybody what the hardest areas in the game you've encountered so far on Twitter and Facebook. And based on your everybody's replies, we've settled on the Amethyst Mines, I think, which is what's level 1/6?
That's 1/6.
1/6.
First boss level.
First boss level is apparently the most the hardest of that everybody is experiencing so far. So Schmitty here is going to give it a run through. So anybody who's having issues can watch and
okay. I think I will make a complete playthrough, so I will more or less uncover all the secrets in there.
Okay.
I hope so, at least. Let me grab the controller. So.
We're all glad that Schmitty's doing this and not me, by the way, because I'm awful. I love it so much.
Yeah, actually, I have a hate-love relationship with the level, and by the way, I'm the guy who built that level.
So you blame him for the
Thanks for the flowers.
Blame Schmitty.
Yeah, actually, I was really excited when building that level. It was the first boss level of the game, and I wanted to be a challenge. Maybe I overdone it.
How many times did you laugh maniacally when you were putting it together? Like, oh, they're gonna love this.
A few times. I mean, never.
Okay, let's give her.
Okay, I hope you can see this. So we're in the
it-
beginning of the level, jumping into this little pump.
It's looking good.
I love jumps. By the way, there's a little issue we uncovered just today with the game, because we were boosting today for the upcoming patches the frame rate from 60 to 120. Actually, the lower your frame rate is, the better the gravity underwater works for you. So my frame rate here is a bit crappy, so I'm sinking quite fast, which is actually awesome. If you play at 60 FPS, you're floating like you're on the moon, and if you play at 120 FPS, you can make a coffee while sinking down there. Yeah, it's quite awesome. So, the roads are pretty much implemented for speedrunners who likes to dash. So, let's go down to the mines. Actually, we intended to have real minecarts here, but we haven't had enough time and money to get a decent minecart feature. So, this is my solution to minecarts.
You know, when I play through, I am not a completionist, so I just like power through every level, just
crap.
straight through. So I miss all of this because I just want to get.
Well,
I
maybe-
pretty much speedrun everything, so I'm like not a collector. So now I get to see where all the goodies are hidden that I will never be able to reach from.
yeah. I guess the frame rate will kill me a couple of times today. That will be awesome. So after the first death, let's try this again. I guess my rating will be in the end horrible. Pretty much. First jump, second jump, and there we are back on the main track. Actually, Boris, one of our animators. Whoa, that was close.
Oh god.
Boris, one of our animators, asked me to implement this passage because he was like, "Oh, that would be great if we had a speedrun passage here. Put some alts in there." But I have this constructed scaffolding everywhere.
Yeah.
Throw some out. Okay, I did so. Yeah, pretty well.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I love when you can bounce around like that.
Let's give me some tips. So. I can't see the game anymore. What?
Hans-Jörg, what did you do?
People want less sound, so I tried.
The music is too loud.
Too loud. Okay.
Now I killed Schmitty.
You
Yeah.
killed him.
No. I'm fast when
Oh,
it's
you
coming to
paused.
press the pause button.
Oh, very cool.
Ah, I see. Okay. I hope you're still with us and you can hear me now clearly instead of all the good music of the game. Yeah, this skull here, by the way, is pretty vicious for the beginning. So, in the patched version, what happened to this face? Okay, low frame rate issue. I see. In the patched version, actually, this skull thingy will be a bit slower and match the behavior of the other skulls in the level. So, don't sneak up on you with high speed. So, let's scroll down here. I actually really love this trolling passages where you have to
Oh, I love them.
twist in midair.
Those are so sweet. Makes you feel like you're really a pro when you have to switch.
Yeah, it feels super cool.
Yeah, you're just like, oh,
Um,
I'm so good at this game. Let me change abilities while twirling.
Yeah, when I first tried this in one of the medium levels, we all started outfitting most levels for some of these passages.
Wasn't it true that it started out as a bug actually, that you could change in the middle of a like?
Yeah, actually it was in the beginning a bug, but we designers were ignoring the bug and oh, it's cool. Let's try it that way. It's fun. So in the moment we were discussing fixing it or not, we were no, please leave it.
Yeah, it really helps.
Yep, it's not a bug, it's a feature now. So,
I love when that.
So, now comes one of the more vicious passages, which was mentioned extra next to the amethyst mines. The amethyst mines underwater section. So, this one is especially evil. It was actually designed for hardcore players to have their own little hardcore area in the game, in the early game. And well, I actually did with that a pretty good job, but we decided now to open, well, for one of the first levels it's a bit too much. So at first you have this rotating thing, you see it? No problem. This here is especially vicious.
Woo!
Yeah, you can hit the little spot between them if you want to. Yeah, best thing to counter this passage actually is try to go from below, because when you enter them from below, you can use the A button frequently to get speed and fast enter the circle section. So I will do this here as well. So from down on upwards.
That's nice.
Yeah. Actually, in almost every level I was working on, I put a I love gems. So this is the section where this is here.
Oh.
That's the. Oh, there was a lag.
Ah, there we go. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I have quite some practice with this passage because I was tweaking it just to get the right speeds. This here is too fast actually. So the speed will be a bit reduced in the new version. So, but we have lots of hardcore challenges later in the game, and I guess people who read the Dragon by now can actually prove that. So let's see. Let's get down here. Oh god, this is the fastest time I ever had with this passage. Really? I'm playing.
Wow.
I played at 60 FPS almost because I have a very powerful machine here at the company. And today it was upgraded to 120, and it was like, okay, I have to grab a coffee now. Yeah, I was still thinking when I got my coffee. It was amazing. So,
That's funny.
another little secret passage is up here. So, if you want to go for secrets, ignore these yellow arrows and just point you to the exit of the level. So the obvious part here is grabbing these red gems, which is pretty damn obvious. The other secret is at the ceiling of that cavern. So you have to wait until the water is completely drained and it's turning back up again. Wait. Swim. Rise faster! Damn you! Exactly! I like that movie too.
Oh god, I love
Up
that.
here.
Oh! Oh my god!
I was following one of the German video bloggers today. It's called the Cavalier Pirate or Cavalier Pirat in German, and he was really excited about that passage. It was awesome to
Well, that's pretty cool because you go up for so long, so you just like going up all the way to the surface.
Yeah, and he invented for all enemies my word for the year 2012, which is Wampenwachtel. Something like, is there a translation for that? Small bird with big belly. I don't know.
What?
Yeah, it's a strange combination between two words. So.
Short, fat bird. Okay.
And that guy is posing as a pirate in his videos. It's quite awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Hopefully I'm not dying now because the water's coming. The water's coming. The water's coming. Yes. Okay, I'm host. Actually, it's quite heavy to concentrate on the game when talking about the game.
You did a good job. Don't worry about it. Focus. Just use your chi.
No, I try to. So,
Focus your chi.
here's a vicious passage where speedrunners can use owls to get some speed, like that. I won't go up now because first I want to go explore the secret here down at the bottom. So a couple of gems hidden between this really dangerous looking passage, which is not extraordinarily difficult to play because I have a low frame rate. We managed. So, ooh, gems! They're everywhere.
I love breaking through the walls. Ah! I love breaking through the walls.
So,
Smashing all the abrasive blocks.
I got a shield. I lost a shield.
Well, you should have seen me playing this part a couple days ago. It's full of profanity
Okay.
over at the East End
For this old demon, we show a bit of mercy here. You can read. So this passage here, actually not that bad. You can actually dash the whole passage if you want to, or you can take the other one. Yeah, this is a speedrun part. So
oh my god!
if you want to do it fast, you can just go up here.
No idea.
Probably there are ways out there to get even faster through that. We saw some of them which were buffering us completely. So there are people out there that are better in playing our game than we are actually. So,
That's pretty cool.
this is one of the passages where most of the people wonder what's happening here. If you go there is something happening. Actually, you can go down here next to the gem pile, and then there's a big gem. Just if you wondered why there's a long passage with arrows pointing in the wrong direction instead of the right direction, actually, if you want to leave the level. So now we come to one of the most evil passages of the whole level, and I've watched multiple videos of that. And I felt a bit sorry for many people who played it, and I was wondering if it isn't too hard or something. So, actually the indicator here to get safe through this passage is the gem color. You see, the gems, the next gem is in a different world. So, this is telling you, okay, twirling would be easy here. Oh, I see a red gem. Let's try a dash. I see, wonderful. Ah, again a yellow gem. Probably I can jump there. Let's do the jumping part. I think twirling is perfect. Again, dash. And a twirl, and you're up. Actually, yeah, I've seen many different approaches, and lots of people of you like to dash pretty much. But exactly in this passage, dash is mostly killing you if you use it the wrong way. So, I'm sorry for that. Maybe this wasn't so super obvious. The helper was maybe a bit not just the right way. So, yeah, what should we do here? Awesome, we have this wandering platform there. I wonder what happens if we do what the sign is doing, and pow! Killing owls in style.
Oh.
Actually, we should reserve this feature for a Dracula edition of the game, but
Am I the only one who feels really sad when the owls die?
yeah. I love our owls. I'm the biggest owl fan here in the company.
That's so bad. Like, no, don't
Yeah,
die.
yeah. It makes my heart beat every time. So here's another secret passage you can reach when you, after you used the owl impaler, you jump dash upwards. There are some owls that are respawning, and you can actually. Oh, I missed it. Can access a secret passage here. There's again a big gem and some gems on the top of the mountain. Did I get all of them? Yes, I did all of them. Let's go down in style, shall we? So, yeah, we have this large skeleton which is marking the final section of the level. And, yep, this skeleton has two heads. Why has this skeleton two heads? Strange. So yeah, this passage here was supposed to be the second big minecart section. Maybe I've overdone the two, but actually we outfitted before release it was another checkpoint in the middle, so before that it was really hardcore to play that. Now it's, yeah, I think it's still challenging, but it's now fair. It's fair. So, my favorite part. Actually, if you have problems with that thing, you can simply do the Sarah move. Sarah likes to twirl here and wait for the platform to reappear, so she can avoid everything of these boxes. And if you have problems with these twirly guys, oops, me, that was an owl you could dash actually. For speedrunners. So, and if you're faster than the platform, I hope that's... Come on! Yeah. If you're faster than the platform with this passage, you can jump on the platform again and can collect the final missing gems to your gem completion for this level. I guess I lost something in the way, or did I collect everything? I don't remember, so let's see what our bosses do. So, bosses called Hansel and Gretel.
Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah. Actually, all our bosses are themed to dreams, so...
I can't get over every time that he starts, I think of he walks downstairs alone or in pairs, everyone knows
Oh,
a
yeah.
slinky.
That's not helping right now, I have to focus.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. So, actually, to kill the boss, you use this little platform here, which you already tried on top of the mountain. And there's several ways of dealing with them. Actually, standing in the middle gives you a lot more opportunity to evade. I like the dash to evade mostly. This is actually my favorite move here. If something gets close, or dash away, or just move left and right. That's working too. There are several ways of actually dodging the main movement of the boss. First is you can actually hide below him. So if he's in the middle and arcing, just stand below the arcs. You have to move because he's a bit intersecting when moving back. Second option to evade him would be to stand here, wait the right moment, jump, and twirl. And you could get clear as well. Okay, the boss is speeding up with every time I hit him. So to evade that, I like to use dash, but you can use a good time to twirl, which is not my favorite move to defeat him. Yeah, he killed me. She killed me. It killed me.
They both killed you?
Yeah, they both killed me.
I think there's supposed to be two
So I like to dash diagonal upwards and dash below him. That's quite easy. So you can repeat that pattern 3 times, then the boss goes down. So what I'm trying to do now is
Okay.
focus. Falling rocks.
Focus your chi.
Yeah. Like I could there.
Wax off.
So, number 2. And after the third hit, the boss will be defeated. So, dash again. You have always to keep track of the platform because the needle actually can hurt you as well. So, don't get hit by yourself. Smash. Wonderful. I guess I made him angry. He's super fast now. She's angry. Both are angry. They are angry.
I think it's more of a conjoined twins situation. You got him!
And more gems. Let's see what 700. Wasn't it 701 in that level? Did I miss one? 703.
Ooh,
3 gems.
Oh god! Of course, it's like just a little bit off, right?
So, pretty much that was our playthrough of the Amethyst Mines,
Hope it
level
helped.
1-6.
Our playthrough, Schmitty's playthrough.
Yeah, my playthrough in my own level. And my own freaking level killed me 2 times.
Okay, so I think now we have a whole bunch of questions, right?
Okay, what? 2 questions? Where's
Are
the
these
next
2 or is they all?
one? I've got 2 here right now. So,
Okay. I'll wait till the
what can I decipher this? This is some ancient language.
in-game configuration. We wanted to. Oh, in-game configuration menu. There we go.
Yeah. Actually,
Who wrote that?
the question is why don't we have an in-game configuration for the game? We actually wanted to do that, weren't able to make it in time. So if we wanted to have that, we had to delay the game launch, and that is something we didn't want. We promised to launch it that day, so we launched it that day. But probably we will do it in a future patch, not the next one. The next one is just solely fixing things, optimizing stuff. But probably for the next patch afterwards, we will go for the in-game configurations. So let's get for the next question. What do we have here? Oh, more questions! Awesome! First, at Steam sales.
Oh, that's German.
Oh, that's German, oh god. Why is he giving me something in German?
Where's our mountain of questions? Do we have like a big pile of them?
Ha! Okay, this is a question about the Steam sales. How went our Steam sales? So, it's a bit below what we expected, but it's still within the framework, so we're still good. We think that our sales will definitely increase when the big sites jump on the review train. Right now, a lot of AAA titles are launched out there, so we have to wait until this is sunken into people. So we can expect the first reviews from big magazines and big review sites. Yes, in November was.
Yeah, it was typical when we sent out typically when you send out like a build for them to play so they can review. Most sites need 2 to 3 weeks in advance to know before they can play it. So when we sent it to them, then they played it. It was like 3 or 4 days before actual launch. So we can expect all the big review sites to put their reviews out in early November is what we're aiming for. So it was we estimated a couple weeks after launch. So yeah, probably the beginning of November to mid-November for sure. So we also expect sales to pick up around Christmas time because that's the best gift in the world is Giana Sisters Twisted Dreams.
Absolutely. So. Next questions. How do you fill the star locks? So, as you have seen, every of our boss levels is equipped with a star lock, which prevents you from entering if you have not enough stars. So, in general, the stars you collect on the way by collecting enough gems in the level or not dying too often in the level are added to a pool, which is then unlocking the gate in the end. So, if you have 3 stars per level, it should be sufficient to unlock a gate. In an earlier version, it was 4, but I think we downgraded this to 3. So many questions. I give this over to you. Do you want to answer one or?
Yeah, sure. This one is, will the Good Old Games version be patched? Yes, the patch will be applied to all distribution platforms. When will backers get the custom picture editor? Oh, okay. This one says, okay, so when will backers get the custom picture editor? It should already be part of the package, like the costumes, so special key inside the email.
Okay, next questions. Did we play the C64 version before we made Giana Sisters Twisted Dreams? Yes, in the early stages of the production, we played the C64 version and the DS version to get a feel and a grip for everything. And actually, I'm myself a big fan of the series. So yep, we played that a lot in the beginning of it. So let's see what we have here.
You done?
What have we left?
Are you done with these?
Yeah, these are the ones that were done ones.
I'll keep the done ones.
So this is done too.
Can we add
Oh! Could we add a suicide option to the pause screen, because you can still get stuck in the environment? This all will be fixed in a future patch, and we will have a restart level button or reset to checkpoint button. I guess something like that is in there. I'm not quite sure if it's both, but one of them will come definitely.
Okay. This one is, who had the idea to place I'm assuming that says banner ad, because whoever's writing these has very poor writing, to place a banner ad on livetvrecorder.com? What does that say? Our live TV recorder. On livetvrecorder.com? Was it done by a fan? Yes, it was done by a fan. We didn't know about that. Who's writing these? It's like chicken scratch.
Okay. Oh, there was a suicide option.
Is that all the questions for now?
Yep.
That's it?
Oh, we're
Cool.
finished. Okay.
What time is it? Oh.
Late? I don't know.
7 something.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Do we want to talk about the Reddit thing maybe?
yes, we do, and a couple other things. So first, tonight, if we have any Redditors in the audience, which I know one person is, and her name is Nicole. Hi, Nicole. She's a Redditor. Tonight at midnight our time, so midnight Central European time, which is 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Those clocks are helping, by the way. Thanks for giving. We have like these clocks right next to us to have all the different time zones because we do this so often. We're doing a Reddit AMA, and basically we're going to be a few of us, me, Schmitty, Sarah will be here, and a couple others are just going to hang out from midnight till about 4 or 5 in the morning for us, and just hang out on Reddit. Doing an AMA. So if anybody is watching right now who has a Reddit account, or if you want to be a part of or if you don't know and you want to be a part of it, it's basically just a question and answer forum type deal, and it's really casual. So you can come in and ask us whatever you want about the history of BFG and Spellbound if you want, or anything about Giana Sisters Now, anything at all. So, and also. For those of you who know the YouTuber known as The Completionist, we've contacted him a few days ago, and he will be doing an episode for us in November at some point. He hasn't given us an exact date yet because he has his episodes planned out for the next 3 weeks, but first we'd like to thank him for having us on the show whenever he decides to have that on. He recently played through Super Meat Boy, beginning to end, 100%. So he often gets challenges from indie developers to play their games from beginning to end 100%. So we thought it'd be kind of funny if we if we said play Giana Sisters beginning to end 100%. And he accepted the challenge. So
okay,
exciting.
That will be interesting. So I got another question squeezed in before the end. How do you access the background editor? There should be an extra tab in the launcher, so look for that.
Yeah,
if there is no extra tab, just contact us.
Contact us. Remember the email to contact, backers@bfgames.biz. So myself mostly will reply to you. Patrick and Misha will reply to you from that email, and that is for any questions, any issues you may have, anything at all. Please email us, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. Is that it?
Okay, well, I guess
Should we pass it back over to Andreas? Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. And remember,
See you soon, and maybe on Reddit.
Yeah, on Reddit. Yeah, be good. So, pass it back to Andreas.
Thanks, Schmitty. Thanks, Emily. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I hope we could answer all of your questions. This time, as Emily said before, is our last time as a Giana Sisters Twisted Dreams live show. So starting from over next week there will be no live show at all, but from over next week, Thursday, we will have a weekly Black Forest Games live show. So tune in again over next week, and we look forward to have you as watchers again. So yeah, thank you. Bye. See you next time.